Why is a McDonald's hash brown $3.49? If fried potato is $3.50, we are f***ed. In the 90s, you could get hash browns for like 50 cents. Even back in like 2010, they were like $1. Now in some places, they're $4. Remember a time when fast food was convenient and cheap? It was a pretty fair trade. I wait in a line, give this person $5, and now for that convenience, my stomach is full and I may have diarrhea. Now I pay $20. I go home, eat it, regret my decision, and diarrhea.
Fast food businesses are going to die. Wendy's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, you name it, nobody can afford to eat out anymore. And yet these companies just keep raising prices. It's not gonna work.
I just got back from Aldi, and I've been seeing the girl all over my timeline who has been measuring things like macaroni and cheese and different products in her house and showing us about shrinkflation and showing us that we are not getting necessarily what we are paying for. And one of the things that she measured was the chicken fries from Aldi, and I just bought some, a brand new unopened bag, and we're gonna open it, we're gonna count them, and we're gonna see how many we get. Now it says, let me see if you can see it, 7 servings per container, and it says there are about 8 servings in the bag, so that should be 56 chicken fries in this bag. Okay, so like I said, this is a brand new bag. It has not been opened, and it says about seven servings per container, serving size 8 chicken fries. So that should be 56 chicken fries in this bag. Got my bowl, and I'm gonna open it and count them out. 2, 24. It is not looking good. 26. 41, 42, and the rest is just crumbs. So we got 42 in this bag, and we were supposed to get around 56. So yeah, they're shorting us big time. Like, what? Yeah. So yeah, they're shorting us big time. So yeah, Aldi, I'm gonna need you to holler at me. Cause what's good? Also, just to make sure I'm not tripping, I'm gonna count them again while I put them back in this bag, because I do need to put them back in this bag to go in the freezer. 2. And I even counted this little nub as 42. And Aldi, what's up?
Okay, this is a random hot take, but please don't come for me. Can we talk about the downfall of Chipotle? I was so desperate for food today, and I was short on time that I was like, I'm gonna go to Chipotle, which I never go to anymore. And I just feel like I know why. I feel like the quality is not there. The price has increased. For literally a scoop of guacamole that big, it's like $2 freaking now. The stores, I find they are very dirty and they're very chaotic. When I was in there, they were dropping things, they were rushing, there was children screaming, running around on the stools, on the benches. I just wanted to be out of there literally as fast as possible. I still think the food is decent, but since becoming a Kava girl, I can't go back. And I just feel like it doesn't hit the way it used to. Plus, this one little bowl used to cost me $9. I remember $14. $14 now. Inflation. What do y'all think?
So McDonald's is all mad, boo-hooing. Our sales are down. It's the economy. It's the president. It's everything. It's because I can get a steak dinner and a baked potato at Outback for $5 more than I can buy a Big Mac meal. That's frickin' why, McDonald's. Look, McDonald's has been going downhill in quality for the last 10 years. I can go to Mexico and order a Burger King burger, and it is put on a conveyor, flame broiled, beautiful, comes out absolutely stunning, $4 American. I come back over here and I have the same burger. You know how it's flame broiled taste? It's flame broiled taste because it's liquid smoke. Look, American food, fast food, has gone to hell. I don't even think you can call it food anymore. McDonald's, your stock is down because your food quality is garbage and the prices are astronomical. Nobody can afford to pay for garbage.
Remember when Chick-fil-A had those iconic waffle fries? Well, they suck ass now. They're coating them in pea starch now because some idiot at HQ said that would make them crispier. I guess they didn't taste test because it's been the exact opposite. They're soggy, stale, and terrible. But most importantly, why do these brands keep changing stuff that nobody asked for?
Chick-fil-A, I thought you were different.
Fast food has completely lost its value, and it's becoming more expensive to go get fast food than it is to sit down at a nice restaurant. The other day on the way home from the airport, we usually don't do fast food, but we were so starving, so we stopped and got Shake Shack. We got 4 burgers, 4 fries, chicken things for the kids, and I think like a chicken sandwich. It was $110 with tax. $110 with tax. I was so tired. I was just like, you know what? This is par for the course. Later that night, I had promised my aunt and my mom that I would take them to dinner. I eat out a lot. This is one of my favorite spots. It's really nice. It's affordable. Food is delish. We got 3 alcoholic drinks, bread for the table, 3 appetizers, some dishes, all fantastic. The bill was $81. I made the bill an even 100 because service was great, food was delish, and I had it in the back of my mind that I just spent $110 on fast food, and I'm never doing it again. And sure, if we had a couple more people, it would have been more expensive, but when I'm thinking about like the actual value of it, if I spend $20 or $30 more dollars, again, an entire family can have this large fine dining experience as opposed to $110 on burgers and fries.
What is this? This is not the McDonald's snack wrap of 10 years ago. Now, I know that I am not the Paige of 10 years ago. I have changed, so the look of this is rightfully going to change, okay? I get it. I feel like this tortilla shell is a little thicker. All right, and this, of course, is not the Selects. This is their new chicken tender, whatever, McCrispy nonsense. It smells, it smells right, but I'm a little bit worried because one of my TISM traits is that if something does not taste the same, I'm going to pick up on it immediately. And then my brain is just going to focus on that, and so this will not be safe for me like it was 10 years ago. These are what got me through college 15 years ago. Okay. So I'm preparing my brain that it's not going to be the same, but I'm trying to withhold judgment until I taste it. So here you have it. The McDonald's snack wrap in ranch, because I am very white and I can't eat spicy things. Here we go. Cheers. No. It's drier than a woman on a date with Donald Trump. This is, maybe it's just a bad one. No. It was a good try, McDonald's, but you're not getting this past me. This is not a snack wrap. This is like a snack wrap junior. This is something dressed up like a snack wrap for Halloween. Okay? This is not the snack wrap. Try again, McDonald's. Try again.
McDonald's, what the hell is this? This is my large fries that I paid a crap ton of money for. That's what I get? There's nothing in the bag, not even stragglers. There's not a single straggler in here. Are you kidding? Y'all.
Mom, I want to charge.
They're going to charge us
Oh,
like
yeah.
crazy and then give us less.
Mommy.
It's been about 8 years since I've had a cookie, some birthday cake, any super highly processed foods. And before you go thinking I'm some lizard human, you might be interested to know that I used to eat 9 Krispy Kreme donuts every Sunday. I used to eat the pastas and the breads and the cereals and Sprite all the time. I'd have candy all the time. I had the average middle-class American bullshit diet for my whole life until I was about 16. And the way I got to where I am today was not by fast-forwarding through 8 years. It was by treating myself well and making the decision to eat the foods that only make me feel good and fueled one day at a time. The reward systems in my brain have literally changed to not be emotionally attached to the foods that make me feel bad in any sort of way, but you do not get to that point overnight, ever. You have to treat yourself well one day at a time. Treat yourself well today. Make the decision to eat healthy food today. And if you're worried about how much work emotionally or practically that's going to be tomorrow, don't worry about tomorrow, because your tomorrow self will be there to take care of that. Focus on today. Make the right decision today and do the same thing tomorrow, because 8 years of progress is only comprised of focusing on the day that you're in.
How much you guys think I make at McDonald's? 2 weeks. I'm a manager. Don't let my shirt fool you. We don't make shit. Me and my husband were both managers at McDonald's. And for 2 weeks, I only bring home, where's it at? $1,100. That's 2 weeks. So as manager, in a full month of working, I bring in what, 2,400? People are always like, why are you guys so broke? Just our rent alone is $1,500. Our car payment is $500. My car insurance, because I was an irresponsible addict for so long, that's like $400 a month. We live in Phoenix, Arizona. My electric bill is like $200 a month. If you guys just add up like our regular bills, we only have like a $300-400 median after that, and we still have to grocery shop, gas, have money to live. We don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. My husband makes a little bit more money than I do. A tiny bit. Not much. We do get these $5 bonuses every now and then if people do these receipts. $15. Either way, have a good day.
Y'all, she's working by herself. By herself. She's running an entire restaurant by herself. McDonald's do better. And I'm talking about by herself. She's all by herself. I was like third in line. And then I got to noticing there's nobody else back here. There's nobody else back. There's nobody else back here, right, sir? None. Nobody. And she's working on multiple orders and doing the drive-through window. Absolutely not. Absolutely. By herself. By herself. McDonald's, I love y'all, but y'all need to do by herself. She needs a raise. Oh, let me zoom in on her face. She needs a raise. I hope y'all see this. And y'all know this is, y'all got people who are in here working, and she needs a raise immediately.
So a ticking time bomb that I feel like not a lot of people know about is the fact that most of your favorite local Chinese restaurants that are being owned by like Chinese immigrants are probably not going to be around within the next 10 to 15 years. And this is because, for context, my parents own a Chinese restaurant, and basically all of our friends and family in our like community also own their own Chinese restaurants. So, you know, what I know is happening is that a lot of these people who came to America, you know, a couple decades ago, opened up their Chinese restaurants. They're getting to the age now where they are trying to figure out how to retire and how to essentially like what to do with the business. And so one of the options obviously is to sell it to someone else who wants to continue operating the restaurant, you know, as it currently is. And basically, from what my parents have told me, the prices that these businesses, like these Chinese restaurants, are going for on these like Chinese communities forums where people are like listing their restaurants, these restaurants are being sold for dirt cheap because you are not getting the same influx of people coming into the US as like first-gen immigrants who wants to own and operate Chinese restaurants. This is an incredibly labor-intensive line of work, and these owners, like, you could say, oh, like, why don't they just pass it down to their kids? Most of the Chinese people that I know whose family own restaurants, their kids, you know, my friends whose parents own restaurants, it was not even a question whether or not they wanted to like take on the family business, right? Like, the people who own and operate these restaurants know how extremely labor intensive and difficult it is to do this line of work. And that's because so much of the labor that goes into making and preparing your food is done by hand. It is not automated. Like, we, at least in my family's restaurant, we make every single dumpling by hand. And like the filling that goes into these dumplings, we make that by hand too. Like, my parents literally like grind up the pork. They hand chop the scallions, like hand measure all of like the sauces and everything. Like, it is so labor intensive to own and operate a Chinese restaurant. So like, of course they don't want me to go into this line of work. Like, So realistically, what is going to happen to these Chinese restaurants is that they, either just they close up shop and their owners are just like, okay, like, sorry, we're not doing this anymore. Can't find any buyers. Or, if you do find buyers, like, who knows who these buyers are going to be, whether or not they're going to be able to run the restaurant with the same level of care as, was previously able to be managed by these original owners. Or realistically, what's going to happen is that private equity is going to come in, buy up these restaurants because the prices for them are like dirt cheap right now, and they're going to cut costs wherever they can, cut labor wherever they can, which means the quality of your food is no longer, like, it's just not going to stay the same. So all this is to say, please go support your local Chinese restaurant, like your local mom and pop restaurant. Tell your friends, tell your family, like, these businesses they're not going to exist in the same way in the next 10 to 15 years. So go support them while you can.
What makes this conversation interesting isn't that every American has stopped eating fast food. Many people still enjoy it regularly. What's changing is how more consumers describe the value they receive for the money they spend. Some point to higher prices, others mention portion size, food quality, or simply finding that cooking at home better fits their budget. Restaurants workers, meanwhile, describing rising operating costs and changing customers' expectation. These different perspectives don't always lead to the same conclusion, but together they suggest that fast food is being evaluated differently than it was a few years ago. For many Americans, the question is no longer just, what should I eat today? It's becoming, is this purchase still worth it? That shift in thinking may say as much about changing consumers' priority as it does about the fast food industry itself. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.